Hi, check out my Art Deco style dovetails. If you like them, keep watching and I'll show you how I made them. So as usual, I'm just creating this from some scraps. These are hardwood scraps. This is going to be my pin board, this is going to be my tail board, and I prepared those the same width. And for the background part of the design, I'm going to use the end grain of this piece of walnut. And the first thing I want to do is create a large tail shape on there. Now, before I started, on the other end of this pin board, I've created the design that I want. The dark area is going to present as a background image behind this lighter standard sort of tails. So I'm creating on the walnut this background piece, and I shall reduce the height on the edges and then have that little slightly raised part in the middle. So that's what I'm creating first. So you can see here I've marked in these two lines. I now need to mark in for what would be these lines if they went the whole way. So I'll mark those in, and then I'll just mark off the heights on here. And it's not quite the same thickness, but I'll take the distance measurements off of this one and mark them on here. So I'll show you where I get to in a second. That's given me the two different heights on there. Now I want to put in these extra lines. So the easiest thing I can do is line those up. But it's easier to line them up at the bottoms like so. And then if I lay in where the tails would be, and so that's showing you the waist. The next thing we can do is cut that out and take a slice through. So you can see I've cut out the large dovetail shape. I now just need to reduce down the little sides. Now because that's end grain, just be very careful with it and just take a little bit at a time. This is where I need my specs. Now it could be easier actually at this point to move over to using a chisel, just chopping straight down. And finally it goes into the line that I've scored. And just clean up into that corner. Very little pressure. There we go. And then we'll do this other side and we'll come back and use it as a template. For clarity, I'll just go around with a pencil as well. You should better see that a lot easier than those knife lines. Then we need to excavate that to a depth of fractionally less than this. Now I can take the tail board and lay out the design for the tails from the design that we tried at the other end of the pin board. So the markings I need are where the half pins are going to go, so the same on either end. And then I need to do the step out for the size of the tails. Now, it's very difficult to see on this mahogany. And I also want to know from the design how deep those are going to be, and I can mark that baseline. Once the tails are prepared, they then become the template for marking out the final pins. Setting still the same on my marking gauge, just to mark the tops of those sockets, and I can excavate those in the normal way. So they're my Art Deco dovetails. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share and subscribe and leave a comment. And if you want to support the channel, then just follow the Patreon link in the description. Cheerio.